in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 books that I recommend that you should read, especially if you're starting out on this journey, and even if you already started, to take you to the next level. I think these 10 books will really be helpful to you. And if you stay until the end of this video, I'll be sharing 2 specific books for writers, especially for my freelance writers out there. 2 books that I think that you should check out this year. Hey there, bosses, you're welcome to my channel once again. And on this channel, I give you all the tips, tricks, hacks, all the things on all things freelance writing, content creation, and building a lifestyle business. If that sounds like your cup of tea, make sure to smash that subscribe button to join our community and the bell icon beside it. The first book on my list is Grit. I'm still reading this book. I'm through most of it right now, but I cannot recommend that book enough. It has been really a game changer in the way that I think, because it is done by a psychology professor. It's all psychological research on what it takes for certain people to succeed and for certain people to not succeed. All right, the whole psychology behind that. And so if you would like to read that and really help yourself become somebody that is gritty, somebody that moves through challenges no matter what, somebody that becomes super successful in spite of what's going on around you, Grit is one book you really should check out. Another book that I recommend is Indistractable. All right, we live in a world of distractions. Okay, YouTube can be a great place for you to learn, but YouTube can also be a great distraction. And in Indistractable, he goes behind the reasons why some of us get distracted so easily and how to deal with those root causes. It may not be what you think, because most of the time when you think about distractions, it's like, okay, put that distraction away. But sometimes, to be honest, it's not just as easy as putting the distraction away, right? Yes, let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with me. So Indistractable really goes behind the scenes of what really is going on in our minds that causes us to be distracted and not productive with our work. Superfans is the next book. This book is by Pat Flynn. Great book. And in this book, Pat Flynn talks about how to turn people that follow you into your superfans. Okay, so whether you're building an audience here on YouTube, on Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever you're building an audience, it is possible for you to turn a section of that audience into superfans. These superfans become the people that follow you everywhere, follow you onto every platform, buy every book, watch every video. These superfans become your advocates. And I think when you have superfans, right, you won't struggle as much to build any platform you're trying to build, because there are already people in there who are like, you know, for the lack of a better word, a ride and die. Like they mean to go with you forever. And superfans, Pat Flynn really goes behind the scenes of tricks and things that you can do and implement within your platform building to really create those types of superfans. Expert Secrets is another one that I'm going to recommend for you, and this book is really good. It's along the lines of Superfans, except maybe before you start creating Superfans. This shows you how to start creating a movement, right? An audience, whatever you want to call it, around your thing. And it's really good because there is some, different ways of thinking, right? When it comes to this, choosing a niche is really important if you want to build an audience, and Russell Brunson does a really good job of talking about that and how to pick a niche, choose a niche, build a niche, right? Because there's certain niches that, if you agree with me, they're oversaturated, but how can you change that around, right? He talks about something called the blue ocean strategy. You'll get to know what it is in this book, but you really need to create a blue ocean of people that are not already being sold to by everybody in order for you to stand out and in order for you to reach the people that you want to reach. So it's a great book to read if you really want to build an audience online and build an audience that loves you. 5 is Secrets of Six-Figure Women. Now, if you are a guy and you're watching this, you can skip that book or you can read it. To be honest with you, I think the ideas in there apply to either gender. But it's specifically for women because, there is some research out there that shows that women tend to under negotiate. First of all, women tend to even describe their own work in less flattering terms, whereas men will call their work novel or groundbreaking. Women don't tend to use those words, and because of that, right, well, there's so many reasons, but it's one of the reasons why women tend to get paid less, or have the same business but don't get the same visibility. And so this book really goes into encouraging women to ask for what they want and ask for what they deserve. Okay, so I really would highly recommend that you read that book, Secrets of Six-Figure Woman. It's not merely a business book. I think it's a money and mindset book, and if you really want to master money and mindset, that's a book for you to check out. If you plan on having a YouTube channel this year, you just started, whatever you want to build, YouTube Secrets, okay, is a book that you should check out. YouTube Secrets is written by Sean Cannell and Benji Travis. I got this book when I went to their live event, Grow with Video Live, and it was fantastic. I made a lot of notes. In this book. I mean, they don't just go through the the technical stuff when it comes to YouTube. They go through that, but this is also really good for your mindset on YouTube because, to be honest, building on YouTube ain't no joke, okay? It's not an easy thing, and it can be discouraging. There are certain parts of your journey where you feel like you've plateaued. There are certain parts of your journey where you feel like you're on top of the world, and you have to be able to take that in. And the thing I really took away from this, there's so many things I took away, but the thing I took away from this book really, like some of the things, let me just read some of the things. Not starting at all is worse than failure, for instance, right? And you are on your own path. Don't compare yourself to the person that's running in the lane next to you. And another one was, most of the time, confidence comes from sheer repetition. And all of this is true, right? When I started, if you go and watch some of my older YouTube videos, I was shy, I was rambling, I wasn't as confident, and everything. But with repetition over the last 2 years, right, I've gotten better with time. Even how I set up my lighting and everything has gotten better. So a lot of things, don't be impatient with yourself, run at your own pace and just continue to build. And I think this book is going to be fantastic for you. So all these books I'm mentioning, I'm going to leave the links in the description below and also in the first comment, so please make sure to check all these books out. Let me just interrupt the list of books to say this. Okay, so I want to say that a lot of the time people are like, well, gee, I find reading so boring, I can't sit down and read a book. And I would say that if that's you, because that can be me sometimes too, if that is you, I would recommend audiobooks, because audiobooks work just as well. I know for a lot of people, they say I can't highlight in an audiobook, I can't make notes in an audiobook, and fair enough, that's so true. But I find that even if I'm not able to read a physical book, I can listen to a book and that can still benefit me. So, Audible is one place that you can get, you can try audiobooks 30 days for free. I'm also going to leave a link below. And so just check that out. Audiobooks are a really great way to go, especially if you struggle to read physical books or ebooks. Next book I'm going to recommend for you to read is Best Year Ever. If you're planning your year, Best Year Ever by Michael Hyatt is a good one to read because he really goes in depth on planning your best year ever and how to think about planning your best year ever and how to actually set goals that you're going to follow. So check out Best Year Ever. Atomic Habits is the next one, and this book got so many accolades in 2019, and when I finally read it, rightly so, you guys. Atomic Habits by James Clear is one that you really should read if you want to build good habits within your business, within your personal life, within your career, whatever it is. Atomic Habits really is a book to delve into, and not just once. I plan on reading it again because it's that good. It's the kind of book that every time you listen to, you're going to get something different out of it. So these are the two books I'm going to be sharing for writers specifically. The first one is The Well-Fed Writer check that out. It really also goes into mindset and how amazing writing can be, and how well you can get paid. And I think that that is a great book to check out. Another book for writers is On Writing Well, and I actually have that book right here, On Writing Well by William Zinser. A really good book. It is more of a how to write better, right? So it's not gonna it's going to improve your writing. So for instance, one of the powerful things I learned from this book is that a lot of times we write sentences that are filled with fluff words. And so when he said that, right, I went back and I realized that, oh my word, for a long time, even though people enjoyed my writing, I was writing sentences with words that were totally unnecessary. So something like, this is good, right? I could say this is excellent. If it's really good, I'd write, this is really, really, really good. That's not necessary. You can just say, this is excellent. And that's a shorter sentence. It's concise. People read it and then they move on. And so I really learned how to make my writing less wordy through this book. Okay, so really a great book on just writing technique. All right, so check that out. All of these books are books that I've consumed, I've read, I've enjoyed them. I think they'll be beneficial to you as a business owner, freelancer, YouTuber, whatever it is that you want to do, content creator. So go ahead, check them out. Once again, I've left the links to all of these books, as well as the link to try out Audible for 30 days for free in the first comment and in the description box below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below and let me know which one of these books you have read.